Hey guys, Jehuty here with another Tekken 101 video, and today I want to talk about practice mode, the importance of practicing, of course, as the principle behind learning how to deal with any move, and some few tips and tricks out of practice mode. So yeah, raise up hands if this is you. You go into practice mode, first thing you do are combos, and you do that till you're a bit tired of it, and then you go on with your life, go into ranked. Yeah, well, I used to do this as well. However, you know, you could actually combine this. You could, like, let's say, duck this high and then do your combo. So you're learning a matchup. You could sidestep and then launch your opponent, then do your combo. So whilst you're doing all of this, you're also learning matchups. So first of all, we have to cover our basics first. So for those that don't know, I'll just quickly go through this. To record your opponent's attacks, you go into the menu, of course, with the menu button, and in the action tab, the very left one, under CPU opponent behavior, action 1, you press that, and what you want to do is you want to go all the way down to repeat action. And under repeat action, you have 5 different actions you can record, and you could select them out of the move list as well. However, I recommend you record them instead. So I record Xiaoyu doing her low sweep, and very important, I also input a block input. So now, of course, I can play my recording and then, of course, practice launching her off of this, and then, of course, combine that with my combos which I'm learning. No problem. Of course, in an ideal situation, you want to do multiple of these recordings. And then you can also change the interval on how long they are or how short they are. No problem. So yeah, we just have different moves here, and they all need different ways of being dealt with. And that, of course, brings us to the general question of how do we go about learning to defend against new moves, right? So in Tekken, there's a set of questions you always have to ask yourself whenever you're learning to deal with a new move. So of course, the first one is what happens on block, right? So if the move is a high, a mid, or a low, what happens? So on block, if it's a high, most likely it's a safe move. It means that you have to anticipate it and you have to duck it, and then of course punish it. If it's a mid, there's a good chance that it's punishable, but there's still a chance that it's safe on block. And then of course we have the lows, and 99% of those, if they're blocked, are punishable by your character. So let's look at Xiaoyu's down back 1 for instance. When I record this move, I'm going to make sure, of course, to input a jab before it, and then of course a back input. The jab is there so that I know when the actual move is coming out, so that's when I react. So of course the first thing we're going to find out here by blocking it is that it's a mid. Well, then I'm going to pretend like I don't know that it's safe at -9. So I try to do my quickest move I can do, right? A jab, a 1 jab. It doesn't connect because the distance is too much, it has too much pushback. So of course I use my quickest move with a bit of distance, which is Devil Jin's 12 frame back 1, and guess what, it's still blocked, right? So the next thing now I want to know is that, well, can I backdash out of it, right? Can I get away from the move? No, I can't, it has too much distance. So now the next thing I have to ask myself is, can I sidestep or sidewalk it? So I tried to sidestep it right. Oh, it worked. Oh, I tried to sidestep left. Oh, it worked. Well, okay, I can also sidewalk it then. So these are the questions you should be asking yourself. Can I block it? Can I punish it? And then, does it have too much distance? Do I need another move which can cover distance? If not, can I sidestep it? And of course, we can use the same principle for strings as well. So for instance, we have Yoshimitsu here with his mid-high string. So yeah, technically it's -13 and punishable. However, not every character will be able to punish this. So you'll have to try for your character to see if they can punish him. Of course, your other option is to duck the high and of course launch punish him. But then you also start to ask, what are the other options at your disposal? Can I sidestep after blocking the first hit? And then what happens here is that it still hits you. Well, then what happens if the first one whiffs by backdashing and then you sidestep the second one? What will happen then? Well, looky there, you can sidestep it. So these are the kind of questions you have to ask yourself. Of course, the questions can go further than that. You can also start asking yourselves, are strings interruptible? So for instance, certain people like to stop their strings and then catch you off guard so you won't be able to punish them properly. Well, maybe this is the option select for you. So you want to find out if certain strings are punishable, interruptible by a jab or a down jab. Possibly that's how you can start to figure out if they're interruptible. So I quickly want to wrap up this video by going through some of the things which some people may not know which are practice mode. So for instance, we have this floor break stage here. You can actually reset the floors without having to reload the stage. So you can press the menu button, then you go to the second tab, restart settings, and then under restart settings, the very first one, restart position, and then you have you can reset the floors or the walls which you've broken, but you can also just go to default gimmicks restored to default, so the second one, and that just puts everything like it was at the beginning when you started. I know it's poorly worded, but yeah, just use this to your advantage. You can also use this to restart at the wall, so in case you want to practice your wall combos, or better yet, you want to try situations, how to get out if your back is to the wall. So what you can do is you can use that option in tandem with the option of switch positions, so you can tag that on, so you'll switch positions with your opponent, and then your back will be to the wall, and then you can learn tricky situations to get out of the wall. So that about wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. Remember, even if you get a bit good at the game, always come back to practice mode. There's always something to learn in this game. And yeah, if you like the video, leave a like, consider sharing and subscribing because that really helps me the most. And this is your boy Jehuty, and I'll see you on the next one.